Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you a simple and easy way to batter your fried fish. So if you're having an issue with just knowing which batter to choose or even knowing how to keep the batter on your fish when you fry it, then you want to stay tuned in this video. It's simple and it's easy. Tonight I'm going to use catfish. I love catfish, and because of where I live, it's pretty much one of the only fish we have around here, unfortunately, but it's good and it's tasty, and I'm going to make it a little crispy. So we're going to get our cast iron out. If you don't have cast iron, do not fret. You can use any skillet that you have, or I'm going to recommend for this recipe that you use a pot. So get a pot, and I'll show you what I mean in just a moment. Now this is what I mean by pot. This is my Dutch oven that I'm going to fry mine in, but you can use any pot that you have. You need your fish, and what I did was I took my fillets and just cut them long ways, right down the middle, because they're kind of thick and it helps to cut back on that cooking time. But of course you can leave your fillets whole. That's completely up to you, or whatever fish that you decide to use. You just want to have your fish nice and clean and ready. This is mayo, and I am using Duke's mayo, and I have 2 eggs here. That's about a half cup of mayo, maybe a third cup, but yeah, more so a half cup of mayo. So we're going to blend this together, and then I have my batter. I like to use this type of fish fry. Use whichever you like, or if you just want to use cornmeal, flour, whatever batter you like. But for this recipe, and for your fish to turn out the way mine will, you will need to use this particular fish fry, and it's the crispy. All right, so I'm warming up my oil on a 8, so that's like a medium high, not completely high, but like a medium high. And while that's heating up, go ahead and blend together your eggs with your mayo, and just try to get it as smooth as you can, and then you want to go ahead and pour it over your fish. And I'm going to put on some gloves so that I can get this fish nice and coated. Okay, you just want to get it coated. And letting your fish marinate in this is optional, but it's not necessary. It's not necessary. But it's up to you if you want to let it sit, you know, and marinate for however long you'd like to. But I didn't notice a difference when I let it sit. Now sometimes I like to let my fish sit in the mustard because for me my mustard gives my fish a certain flavor that I like. So sometimes I'll let my fish sit in the mustard. So once you have it coated, we don't need any seasonings because we have plenty of seasonings in this package. So if you're using your own cornmeal or flour, then of course you'll have to add your seasonings to your fish. But we're good to go. So now we're just waiting on our oil to get hot enough, and we're ready to start frying our fish. And once your grease is hot enough, go ahead and start tossing your fish and drop it on in. And when you all see how this fish come out, honey, I just want you to give it a try. It's so easy, and it's going to come out so delicious. Mayo and eggs, that's all you need, and your batter. And I'm using canola oil. I don't know if I mentioned that. Once you put your fish in the grease, let it cook. You don't have to bother it. Just let it cook, especially when you're deep frying it. 8 minutes is definitely long enough for your fish to be done. So I usually cook mine between 5 and 8 minutes. 8 minutes will have it definitely done and crispy. Okay, but also the thickness of your fish is going to matter. So I'm going to show you all this fish in just a moment. I dropped it in there. I'm not going to touch it. And then I'll show you all the fish once it's done. Okay, after about 5 minutes or so, you can kind of just start looking at your fish. Depending on how you like your fish, I wouldn't recommend taking it out before the 5 minutes is up. I'm going to give mine another 3 minutes, and then I'll remove mine, and I'll show you all once I take it out. I'm going to take one and break it open for you all. Look at that fish. Whew, looks amazing. Praise the Lord, saints. Just like that, we got delicious, hot fish with a nice coating. Now, there are many ways to fry fish, you all, but this is just one of the ways. Y'all know I love my mustard fried fish, but I wanted to show you all another way that you can make it. So if you try it, let me know. You will not be disappointed. Thank you all so much for watching, and you have a wonderful, blessed day.